Well, one of the questions that I get a lot is, are you going to make a MAME guide for a newer version of MAME? It's been a while since your last MAME guide. Or I'll get a question about, are my HLSL settings compatible with a newer version of MAME? Basically just people kind of hinting that, it's about that time to go ahead and put out a video based on a newer, more current version of MAME. So let's get to work. I've been putting it off for a while, but if you basically, oh, I got a little message there, but basically if you just type in like Mameui64, and you come here, you'll see Mameui64 version 192 download, right? And I've already downloaded it and extracted it, and I've set it up already basically, and I'm not gonna like sit and explain like how to set this up because I've already done stuff like that in past videos. If you go to like my MAME guide for dummies, basically the same kind of information that you get in that video transfers over to this version. So if I go to an older version of MAME I had that was already set up and working really good, basically what I did is I just copied my artwork over to the new 192. I didn't overwrite these things because every once in a while they'll update these, so I just left those alone. But I put in my custom art, put in my custom snapshots, folders, like the custom folder that says what games should appear on the custom list, all the little things like that, my controllers. One big thing that's different is on the new version, if you go into the any folder, first thing of course I do is delete all those ugly presets so I'll have good colors, but on the older version, if you go in the any folder and then presets, your MAME any resides in the presets folder, but in the new version your MAME any resides in the any folder. Nothing needs to be in the presets folder. So that's one thing that's different. And basically the new any, which I'll put over here, and here's the old any, which I'll put over here, are pretty much the same. You can kind of like go across and see if there's anything different, but for the most part, you can just kind of copy and paste over it, certain information. But there's little things here and there that are just a little bit different. For example, here in the new one it says software path, and that's not in the old one. Little things like that. In the audio options, where's that audio? Accelerate video. I don't know. There's like port audio now. Performance rotation, or screen, sound. Not in the. Where did they put it? Communication, miscellaneous. A lot of stuff in here. There it is, way down there. Huh? Okay, so in the old one you just had sound and audio latency, and the new one you have sound, audio latency as well, but under that you have port audio options, and you don't have the port audio options settings in the older version. So you can't just like copy an old MAME any and paste all in, because it needs to have these extra things that are different. So really what you do is more carefully you just kind of cross-check back and forth, cross-reference, and stuff that's in the new version, you leave it alone or you have to adjust individually. But the stuff that's the same across, like for instance the HLSL settings, it's identical all the way across. You can just kind of like copy the section and paste the section, but you get the idea. Alright. And so anyways, the last thing is the ROMs. What I plan on doing is, like I did with my MAME guide for dummies, I will have a link to a Google Drive of my Mame192 all pre-configured and set up ready to go with everything but the ROMs, and I'll have the little readme in just like before, only this will be for the new version. Now here in this video I'm going to show you basically demonstrate the ROMs that no longer work on the newer version and what it's going to take to get them to work. And I will also try to update the readme as I go, so that when I'm done with this video I can save the readme and it'll have all the updated links and updated information. Okay, and then I'll just package it in a big handy download for everyone. So what I'm going to do is go into my old ROMs folder here and copy everything, because the README already says how to get all this stuff. You know what I mean? Copy, and then in the new version 192, paste them in here. Couple seconds more to go here. Also, this Wangan Midnight Club thing or whatever, I'm going to go and delete because I don't think that works anyways. Every once in a while I'll get a game that I don't think works, but I'll try it and I'll pop it in there and see, you know. So we don't really need that. Okay, alright. So now it has a ROMs folder that matches my old working ROMs folder. So over here on this side we'll have Mameui64, which is the one I use pretty much every day, and over here on the right we'll have MAME version 192, which is the one that's current as of today, December 20th anyways. It's a build from November 29th 2017, but it's the most current that I've gotten at the moment. And the old one I've been using was built May 25th 2016, so that's why I'm saying maybe it's time, you know, just to go ahead and let people see, you know, what they need to do to move from an old version to a new version if they were so inclined. Okay, but they're identical. They're set up the exact same way. But certain ROMs aren't going to work. Like if you're at home following along and you've, you know, downloaded and you have MAME 192, and maybe you already had my old build from the Dummies Guide video, and you already had all these games set up like I do, and you had them all working, and you just wanted to kind of copy all the ROMs over into the ROMs folder of the new version. You'll notice a lot of them don't work without a little bit of extra effort, and that's what we're going to cover today. So let's just click a couple of them here. Let's start at the top, Alien vs. Predator. And you see on version 192, it's looking for some stuff here that it doesn't see. avsp.key, a key file, and this dl1425.bin that's a part of an updated QSound BIOS. Okay, now in the old version, you didn't need that stuff. So this is the same ROM, but in an older version. You see, it didn't require that, and it just works. So let's go ahead and go to our little notepad again. Let's see here. It's already open here, and we know we're going to need a new QSound, because any game that's going to require QSound, let's go to another game that'll require QSound, like Marvel Superheroes, and it's going to say the same thing again, that it needs, well, the key files, that's a separate issue. We'll cover that in a second, but the dl1425.bin, that's part of a new QSound dump. So let's go ahead and open an internet browser, and we're going to put dl-1425 QSound, and the first link we come to, we should be able to find a nice little link for it here. Here it is, qsound.zip. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the link address, go to our notepad, and we're going to update the link, because this old link in my README is for an outdated version, so we need a new one for if you're upgrading to like a new version of MAME. Alright, there we go. That should work. And I want to test that the pasted link does work before I save it in the notepad and assume all as well. So I'm just going to keep the same thing copied in clipboard that I had changed in the notepad, and hit paste and go and see if it opens a download link automatically. Yes, it does, so it's still good. Okay, save to the desktop. Alright, it's saved. Okay, so we've got that covered, the new QSound. So let's go ahead and put that into place, and we have an updated link for it here in the README, so we can minimize that for now. So in our MAME version 192 ROMs folder, we're going to drop this qsound.zip in and overwrite the old one. Replace. Okay, and now what we're going to do is test the QSound game one more time, and now it should just be missing that key file, the .key. See, it just says msh.key not found instead of the other one. So now any game that requires QSound will be alright, except for these games that require these .key things. And let's go ahead and figure out a little bit more about this .key scenario. So if we go to I wonder which version it was. I believe it was MAME178 when they introduced the dot key thing. Dot key. Let's see if we get something here. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Dot key files. Actually, this other one explains it a little bit better, I think. Alright. Somebody says, when I upgraded to MAME 178, suddenly the game became unplayable, and all the versions of the game across the world now require these .key files. Does anyone know anything about this stuff? And somebody says, the change makes MAME compatible with the key files used to resurrect real PCBs that had their battery die. Having those files in wide distribution, as usually happens for things MAME requires, is great for players because it makes it more likely that arcades will have working CPS2 machines. And, basically what would happen is when these batteries died, the key files or whatever, the way the board works or something like that, you know what I mean, before it was bypassed. Somebody else talks about it better. I read it earlier. Where was it? I don't know where I read it. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, here it is, I think. Older versions of MAME needed decryption tables in order for MAME to emulate Capcom Play System 2. These are created by Team CPS2 Shock. In my case now, a newer version of MAME needs a key for a CPS2 game that didn't need it in previous versions. Anyways, long story short, they changed the way they emulate these CPS2 machines so that every game that's a CPS2 machine won't work in the newer version of MAME ever since 178 and up unless you have these .key files inside those particular ROMs. So, since that started in 178, here's our little workaround. We're going to go to Emu Paradise, and let's just get in there. Okay. And then we're going to go to a little handy dandy search bar up here, the big orange one, and we're going to put, with no spaces, MAME0177 and hit search. And down here it says MAME 177 to 178 update pack ROM. So basically what this is it's a pack back in the day when MAME went from 77 to 78. It's the updated stuff that was kind of broken when it went from 77 to 78 because of these .key things. So we're going to head and get this pack. I should probably put a link to this too. So let me come down here to the actual link. Let me hit copy link address. Go to our handy dandy little notepad. And I need a new section here. Let's see. We got our BIOS, our CHID. Let's put it under our CHID section and create a new section for .key files. We'll have a .key file section. Paste in the link first. Alright. And then we'll go to copy this. And then let's go ahead and paste right here. And we'll call it .key file section. Okay. And then we'll go give it a little space here. I'll put this is the pack that contains the .key files required for CPS2 system. Well, let's put ROMs ever since version 0.178. Alright, and then I'll put instructions. Alright, extract the pack, find the ROM names that match the ones in your collection, extract those individual ROMs to obtain the .key file, place the .key file for the ROM into its ROM folder. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this back. Oh, this is the link I would have wanted. So let's copy this one and put that in there. Paste. There we go. Alright. Downloading the pack that has the .key files. It's done. Okay. Go ahead and minimize this real quick. We're going to extract it with WinRAR, 7-zip, or whatever. Alright. Now it's extracted. We don't need the .rar anymore, so we'll go ahead and delete that. Okay, we're going to open up, take a look in there. Alright, let's make this a little smaller. Alright, on the other side, we're going to look at our ROMs folder over here for our version 192. And basically what we're going to be doing is looking for games that match, like QSound type games, games that require the .key files, the CPS2 games. So as we go down, we see in the A's, here's AVSP, Alien vs. Predator. Over here, Alien vs. Predator. So basically what we'll do is we know that's one of the games on our list, so we'll right click it, extract to AVSP, right? And then over here, right click, extract to AVSP. Alright, so we'll open the one on the left with the .key file, open the one on the right that needs a .key file for the new version of MAME, and we're going to copy the .key file in. Copy here. Alright, now you can just leave it like that. If you wanted to, you could zip it back up, but I don't know, just to, you know, keep this video easier, I'm not going to do that zipping up process, because I think, you know, the more complex this gets, the more people are going to start pulling their hair out. First, let's test it and see if it works. Now that it has a .key file and we have an updated QSound, so let's go ahead and try to launch Alien vs. Predator. Remember, it didn't work earlier, so let's see if it works now. See, now it works because we've updated our QSound and we've obtained the Alien vs. Predator .key file. Okay, so let's move on to another one. Alright, so we've done Alien vs. Predator. Let's come down our little list here and see what else. Don't need any of these. Let's see. Gotta make sure you don't miss anything. Alright, here we go. Hyper Street Fighter 2. I know that's one we got over here. So let's find that. Hyper Street Fighter 2. So we're going to extract that to a folder called Hyper Street Fighter 2. And over here we're going to extract it. Hyper Street Fighter 2 extracted to a folder called Hyper Street Fighter 2. Come on up to the top, because that's where they always put the extracted folders. Open it up, get the key file for this one. Alright, now this one already had a key file in it, so maybe it works. Well, I downloaded this ROM from Emu Paradise probably a few months ago. Let's see if Emu Paradise has Hyper Street Fighter just good to go with their download with a current key file required. Yeah, so you don't, you know, sometimes Emu Paradise will have a ROM that's up to date, and you can just, if your ROM didn't work, you just go back and download again, and they've updated their ROM with a newer version. But sometimes not, so you don't really need that particular one if you can just easily download it. But we did need the .key file for AVSP, so we need to put in our notepad probably which ones are the games that required it. So maybe under this I'll put let's see, put a little section here that's basically just going to be games that required .key files from the pack. And the first one, AVSP. Alright, Let's see if we're gonna have some more. Okay, so one way to make this a little faster is come up here in MAME version 1.2, right click in this area, customize fields, and is it gonna be type, I think? Let's see. No, not type. Get rid of that. We don't need type. Source. Yeah, here we go. See, now you can sort it by CPS2. So we'll just sort by CPS2, and this will make it a little faster. So let's try, we're going to try all these and see which ones crash because they need a .key and which ones just launch because they don't need a .key. Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Didn't need it. Alright. Final fight. Oh wait, this is CPS 1. Hang on, not 2. It's all the ones that end in 2, I believe. Yeah. Alright. And we already did this one. And we already did Hyper Street Fighter. We'll do Marvel Superheroes now. Okay, Marvel Superheroes needs the .key file. So let's go ahead and add that to the list here. Marvel Superheroes. Come on over here. Find Marvel Superheroes. There it is. Extract it. And we're going to get the .key file out of there and put it in a Marvel Superheroes ROM over here. So extract the Marvel Superheroes ROM. Come on over to the top. Drag that .key file in there. Alright. Now Marvel Superheroes will work. Yep. Alright. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Needs the key file. Alright. So we'll add that to the list. Alright. Come on down. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. It's this one right here. Extract. And then over here. And right here. And extract. Alright. Get that .key file and we can just drop it right in there. Alright, now it should work. Yep. Alright, next one. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. Needs the key file. Alright, so we're going to add that one to the notepad. Marvel vs. Capcom. Come on down to the M's. Marvel vs. Capcom, extract it. Come on over here, come down to the M's. Marvel vs. Capcom, extract it. Grab the key file. Copy it in. Alright. Moving on. That one should work now. Yep. Alright. Street Fighter Alpha 2. Yep. Needs the key file. We're going to come down to Street Fighter Alpha 2. I'm going to assume all the Street Fighter Alphas are going to need it, so I'm just going to start extracting them all. And Street Fighter Alpha 3. Alright. And over here, come down to our Street Fighter Alpha section. Street Fighter Alpha. Here we are. Extract. Alpha 2. Come on. Go away. Alpha 2. Extract. And then Alpha 3. Extract. Alright. Come on up. Come on up. And we're going to start getting those key files. This is Street Fighter Alpha key file. Copy it in. This is the Street Fighter Alpha 2 key file. Copy it in. and Street Fighter Alpha 3 key file. Copy it in. Okay, add them to our notepad. SFA, SFA2, SFA3. Alright, test them out real quick. Works. Works. And works. Alright. Couple more to go. Super Street Fighter games. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo needs a key file. And Super Street Fighter 2 X Grandmaster Challenge needs a key file. Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers needs a key file. Alright, so let's go ahead and add those into the list. So let's see. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 XJ, because Japanese is the parent version of that. Super Street Fighter 2. Alright, all these are going to need their key files, so we come in here, come down to our Super Street Fighter section. SS, here they are. Alright, so we'll start with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, here it is. Extract here. And then Super Street Fighter 2 XJ. Down here. Extract here. And Super Street Fighter 2. Right here. Extract here. Come on up to the top again. Alright, back over here to our ROMs folder. Scroll down to the ROMs that need to be opened up. Alright, so we're going to have down to S, here we are. Super Street Fighter 2 needs to be open. Super Street Fighter 2 T needs to be open. And XJ needs to be opened. Alright, we'll scroll on up. And Super Street Fighter 2's key file into place. 2 Turbo key file into place. And XJ key file into place. Alright. Let's see now. All these games should work now. We'll just do a quick little test. Super Street Fighter 2 works. Super Street Fighter 2 X does not work. Did I do it wrong? Let's see. XJ. It's looking for some stuff here. Street Fighter XJ. Let's see if Emu Paradise has a better version of this. So, in case I haven't gotten this ROM in a long time. Alright. MAME Emu Paradise. Super Street Fighter 2 or X Grandmaster, whatever. Alright, come on down. Download 15 megabytes. And I'm going to copy this link in case it has been updated. Saved it to the desktop. A couple seconds to go. Alright, it's done. Okay, so now we're going to try dropping this in and overwriting. ROMs, move here, replace the file. Alright, and I'm going to delete this one. Alright, now let's launch it and see if it works. Oh, it's still going to need that key file, isn't it? I want to open it up and see if that one we just downloaded has the key file. Super Street Fighter 2 XJ. Extract here to the folder. Come on up and look at it. XJ. It has 2 key files. Alright, so it's probably pretty good. Let's try it out. Hopefully. Yeah, it is. Okay. So sometimes you don't have to do it this way where you're using this MAME177 to MAME178 pack that has all these key file updates. Sometimes you can just go to Emu Paradise and it's just good. Like they have the updated version hosted on there. Let's come down to where that is. Super Street Fighter. New Challengers. I didn't have a section for that game in here, did I? That must have been something I added since I made this. So let's go ahead and add it in. Right. Super Street Fighter 2 X Grandmaster Challenge. Alright, it's in there. Okay. Alright, let's try the other ones, see if they're working with those key files. Alright, that one works. And we already tried the alphas, they were good. Alright, let's take a look at our little notepad again. Alright. So the XJ you can just get from Mameui Paradise. It's up to date. Shoot, some of these other ones might be up to date too. I'm just putting it in here just in case for people, you know what I mean? Alright. Only one more to try. X-Men Children of the Atom. I'm going to try going straight to Mameui Paradise first because it'll be easier just to update that link instead of dropping the key file in if it doesn't need it. So alright, there it is. Save the link address. Right. Couple of seconds here. Oh, it's going kind of slow right now. There it goes. It's getting a little quicker now. Uh-oh, net neutrality already. No more net neutrality. Yeah, sites like this will be the first to go if they do start throttling sites like that or making them pay for the bandwidth. Alright, so anyways, okay, so we got this. We're going to come on over here and drop it into our ROMs folder and replace the original. And let's see if it has the one from Mameui Paradise has the key file. So I'm coming down to the one we just got. I want to extract it and take a look in there. See if they've kept this one up to date. It's got a key. Let's see if it's good. Oop. I accidentally clicked something crazy there. There we go. Yep, it's fine. So I guess a lot of these ROMs are updated and you don't really have to worry too much, but you do have to go re-download some of these. Alright, so that covers all the ones that need key files, I guess. I believe. Alright, so let's go put the list back to the way it was by name. Alright, and keep checking through to see if there's any messed up ones. Alright, so alright, we tried Alien vs Predator. It didn't work. It needed a key file and it needed an update Q sound. We took care of that. Let's look at Altered Beast. Altered Beast is missing a little file here. 3170078 blah blah. So I'm gonna go here and we'll make this a little smaller so I can see. Alright. 317-0078 .c2 and Altered Beast. Okay, make this bigger. Alright, and looks like one from Edge Emu, a site I don't use too often, but it looks like they've got an updated version, so let's take a look at that maybe and see. It might not be. We'll take a look. Alright. Okay. Let's see if it has that file in there. No, it does not. It's still missing the one that we're looking for. So let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. In here. Nope, it's not going to be in there. Planet Emu. Sometimes it takes a little hunting. MAME181 could have been the one. So I think that's a clue. I think when MAME went from version 180 to 181, Maybe it broke Altered Beast. Also, maybe it broke Golden Axe. So let's take a look at a pack of 180 to 181 and see if that's what we need. So we're going to go back to Emu Paradise and go back to our little search. Sorry about the ad. And we're going to go MAME0180. See if this is what we need. Download this pack. Come on down. 54 megabytes. Alright. In the meantime, while that's downloading, I know this one wasn't an updated one from EdgeEmu, so we can delete those. And I am kind of curious, while that's downloading, if perhaps Emu Paradise actually did have an updated version of Altered Beast. Altered Beast. Sega Master. We just want MAME ROMs. MAME. Oh. ROMs. Okay, in the MAME ROM section. Let me get it. I'm all over the place here. Let me go back here. Alright, easier. Emu Paradise. MAME. Altered Beast. Okay. And we're going to download the one from here and see if it has that missing file, because maybe the one I downloaded is just really old and they do have an updated one on their site that they're hosting here that has the missing thingy in it. So let's open it up. Take a look. The one at EdgeEmu was outdated. Oh, they do have it. Okay, so we don't have anything to worry about. Alright, cool. All we got to do is drop that in there. Okay, so and replace the old one. ROMs. And move there. Overwrite the old one, and Altered Beast will work. Okay, so Altered Beast has been updated with a missing file. But if you just come down and use this link again, you know, re-download from the original link, it'll work now because, you know, they've updated the ROM. So now let's try it. It's got that missing file put in there. See? Works okay. Alright. Batman works, right, I think. Yep. I'm Batman. Black Tiger. Yep, that works. Bubble Bubble. Yep. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. That was a Q sound game. So if it's not working on your end, maybe you haven't done that Q sound update yet. Cyber Sled. Namco game. It works. Donkey Kong. Works. Double Dragon. Works. F-Zero. Nintendo Super System game. And looks like it will work. Waiting. Waiting. It works. Alright. Fatal Fury. Works. Final Fight. Works. Galaga. Okay, works. Galaxian. Works. Ghouls and Ghosts. Works. Golden Axe. That was one of those games, yeah, I remember we were reading about that got kind of messed up. I am wondering now, what is it that's different in it? So let's go in here. When 181 came out, there should be a Golden Axe in here. There it is. And if we extract it, yeah, it's the same thing. This little thing that the other game needed. So let's go ahead and but I assume, just like with the other one, that Emu Paradise has updated their ROM. So if I just put in Golden Axe, come down here, come down here, done. Okay, We could just drop this in and overwrite our old one. It's one of the ones that had to be updated. So replace the out of date version. Alright, see if it works. Make this bigger. Yep, they updated their ROM at ME Paradise with the newer version. Okay. Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder. Let's see if this one has any issue with the new version. Oh, okay. Golden Tee Golf. Works. Golden Tee Golf 2. Works. Hang On. Works. Hyper Street Fighter 2 we already did. We know it works. It needed a Q sound and it needed a key file, but we already took care of it. Ikari Warriors. Works. Joust. Works. Jurassic Park. Works. Karate Champ. Karate Champ works, but I'm not. Karate Champ works, but I'm not seeing my bezel art. Okay, moving on. So we know all the Karate Champ games work, but it doesn't display the bezel art on the new MAME 192. That's weird. Alright, let's look at Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is missing the version 13, 14, and prototype thingy, and a 15 thingy. Alright, so what we're gonna do is come to MAME Paradise and see if they got updated one. Come on down. Shouldn't have to worry about the CHID file. CHID file's probably fine. Alright, get Killer Instinct. A couple seconds to go. Alright. Now we are going to, actually I kind of want to work behind this if I can. No, I can't. I want to get rid of this screen so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, close these things for now, and I want to put my Karate Champ art back how it was actually, so I'm going to delete this layer and move mine back in there. There we go. Alright. Okay. Killer Instinct. 2 ROMs. So here's our Killer Instinct that did not want to work. Missing a couple of things. Here's the newest one from MAME Paradise. Extract. Take a look in there. See if they got an update. It's the same stuff. No update. So we're going to need to manually hunt for those little things. So I'm going to launch it again to get that error screen, and I'm going to open a web browser on the side over here, and we'll start by looking for ki_l15di.u98. Let's make this bigger so I can see. MAME 188 missing ROMs. So maybe from version 187 to 188, and maybe there's an update pack with that in there. It could be the case. So let's try to search for that. So I'm going to go to MAME Paradise, and we are going to search for MAME 0187, which will bring up the 187 to 188 update pack. Come on down. Copy this link in case we're going to need it for a README. Or no, it's this one. Here's the real one. Copy that link in case we need it for the README. If what we want is in this pack for Killer Instinct, then I'll put it in the README so people know that you're going to need this to find the little file you want. Alright. Get this out of the way, minimize this, and let's go ahead and extract this pack we just downloaded. This was the 187 to 188 pack. Inside, do we get a Killer Instinct thing? FGHIJK, Killer Instinct, extract. Alright, come on up to the top, take a look in there. There it is. There's one of the things we need. So what we want to do is in our little README, I want to update this real quick. Any CP, is it CPS2? Yeah, Capcom Play System 2 games. Some will have updated links at Emu Paradise. Some may not. And honestly, I don't think I need this list to look like this, because you guys will know to just, you know, any CPS2 game that said that it needed a key file and had an error, you can go to Emu Paradise and probably re-download, or you could just come to the actual links I provide, try again with an updated version. And if it didn't have the updated version, then that's where you get this pack, this, you know, 177 to 178 pack to find the said key files. So really, this could be simpler looking if I just had it like this, and don't really need all that. This is kind of the same section. All right, there, that makes more sense. Okay, alright, now we need a section for Killer Instinct. So really what I want to do is come down to where Killer Instinct is. Alright, or no, I need its own little fixed section somewhere up in here. Alright, JIT file section. I don't know, maybe I could just put it down here. So Killer Instinct and the link, and then I'm going to put Killer Instinct updates for newer versions of MAME. And version 188 was the one that broke it. 0.188 and up. And we'll start putting in the updates. And one of the updates was from that pack. So I think we already saved the link to said pack, but just in case we didn't. Alright. Paste. That's the pack. And I will put KI-L15, I think it was DI, right? Let's look over here. Yeah, DI.U98 can be found in this pack. Okay. And let's go ahead and give that like a little more space so it's easier to read. And then we'll need some more because we're not done yet. Alright, so we need this, the DI. We have a D, but we need a DI. So now we have the D and the DI version. But we also needed elements from older versions of Killer Instinct. So for instance, if we try launch again now, it has the DI, but it's still going to be missing those 3 now. So we're going to go to our internet browser again, and we are going to search for those elements. So I'm going to put KI dash, oops, that's an L. Start with the 13.U98. I can't type today. And that's going to be an Edge emulation. We'll have that version. There it is. It's Killer Instinct 13. It's an older version. We're going to go ahead and get that. Copy the link address. Put it in the notepad. Let's keep this over here. Oop. Come on now. Okay. KI-L13.U98 can be found here. Okay. And then I'm going to actually copy this. Well, copy this. Paste. Paste. And then just change what's different about this one is to 14, and this one is P47.U98. P47.U98. Let's get the links for the 14 version. So we come back to our web browser. Well, first we need to download this. I never actually downloaded it. I did copy the link though. Alright, save it to the desktop. Alright, come on back and change that to a 4. This is how we get Killer Instinct. Edge emulation. Here's the 4 one. Copy that link. Put that in our trusty little notepad so you guys don't have to remember where it is. You can just have the link here. Alright. We're going to download that now. And then we need the prototype version. So P47. P47. And there we go. And it's this one right here, prototype version. Copy link. Paste the link here. Go ahead and download it. Alright. So we can close this web browser now. We can close the Killer Instinct thing now. We can minimize this for a second. And close this. And these 3 things we have to extract each open. Version 13 is extracted, version 14 is extracted, and prototype version is extracted. So we'll start popping open these folders here and getting the things we need. Here's the L13. Alright. And then from the 14 we're going to have the L14.U98, copy here. And then lastly the prototype file, P47, copy that over. Now all those things are in our Killer Instinct folder. Now Killer Instinct should run on version 192. Yep. That's a lot of stuff they make you do just to get it working on the new version.
Killer Instinct.
Maybe one day Emu Paradise will update their Killer Instinct ROM to include all that bullcrap. Until then, whatever. Alright, let's keep going. I think all the King of Fighters games are going to work just out of the box. Yeah, if one works, you know all of them are going to work. So I really don't have to go through all of them. There's so many. Yeah, you just know they're all going to work. But I will try these more modern ones because maybe they won't work. They're a little bit different. Yeah, they work too. Last one, 2002 version here. And it should work. Yeah, it works. Alright, Lethal Enforcers. I'm sure that works. Marble Madness. It works. We already did Marvel Superheroes. It was a .key and Q-Sound update, but we got it working. Same thing with Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom. Alright, let's try Play Choice 10. Mega Man 3 here. Yeah, it works. It takes a while to load some of those old Play Choice games. Metal Slug 2 here. Yeah, alright, Metal Slug games working. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat works. Mortal Kombat 3 works. Mortal Kombat 2. I actually have a modified ROM of Mortal Kombat 2. I have Mortal Kombat 2 Plus, but you know, it's all the same. Works. This Pac-Man works. NBA Jam should work. And Tournament Edition should work. Tournament Edition works. Did I just do... I accidentally loaded NBA Jam twice instead of Tournament Edition. There we go. Alright, Ninja Warriors. The Ninja Warriors. It works. Make sure it works. Come on, screen. Come on, screen. Yep, it works. Operation Wolf does not work. It's missing C-chip stuff. Let's see about that C-chip stuff. C-chip. I wonder if I can just remove paradise C-chip. Nah, don't really work. Well, let's go back to let's put Operation Wolf. Let me make this bigger. It was C-chip B20. Let's be more specific here. B20-18. And let's just see if that works for something here. Maybe they got a new version. Let's try downloading again and seeing if it's just gonna work. If they've updated their ROM here. So we're gonna come and check it out. Save it. Okay, so I don't have to save it, do I? Yeah, I do, because I don't think I put this in my old README. Operation Wolf. Alright. See if it has those files in the new version here. Extract. Come on. Alright. It doesn't have the C-chip stuff. I think it's going to be the same, isn't it? Is that going to count? Let me look in some of these packs and see if there's any there. That's nothing. Oh, there's C-chip. Alright. I'm going to take that C-chip from the MAME 187 to 188. Copy that over. Alright. And in my notepad, I need Operation Wolf. I'm going to put requires C-chip ROM from 0.188 and up. Can be found in the MAME 0187 to 0188 pack here. Alright, so I need, did I already, in the notepad, did I already put a link to that pack? Probably not, but let's see. No, I did not. Operational. Alright, so we need to get the link to that pack. MAME 0187. Copy. Notepad. Paste. There we go. Operational. I can't type. My keyboard's crooked. ROM. Okay. Move this out the way. Close this. We got the C-chip in here now. Now let's try it. See if that's all it was. Ah, no, that's still in it. Crap. Well, one of them's there. Remember before it was two? Now it's missing just one. So we need an even more updated C-chip. Okay, wait a minute. Which one was it again? Let me get that error screen back so I can figure out. It's 18, I think. B2018, yeah, same one I was looking for a minute ago. Alright. Operation Wolf. C-chip. B2018. From what version? I know I figured this out earlier. Alright. Crap on a stick. What version did they mess around with? Operation Wolf. This year. Redump. 187, so it should be 188, and I just used that from 188. Maybe there's Operation Wolf in here, right? So let's go down to O. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Operation Wolf. 7-zip, extract to Operation Wolf. So basically 188 did break that game along with Killer Instinct, and there it is. You had to get the C-chip thing over for one of them, and then you had to get this one for the actual, you know, game ROM. So let's go to Operation Wolf in our 192 folder, extract to Operation Wolf. This kind of stuff is really annoying. This is why I don't upgrade very often. And usually when you get done doing all this kind of stuff, it's still not really worth it. Like the new version plays just like the old version. Alright, let's copy that in there and see if that'll work. I don't know if that should be loose or if it be in the Operation Wolf folder. We'll see. There we go, it works. Alright, but they didn't have the updated ROM on Emu Paradise, so let's take note of that too. Requires C-chip ROM from 188 and up. We found an impact here. 2. Well, C-chip files. Alright. And the one be 2018. So we're gonna put C-chip B20-18 goes inside the Op Wolf ROM. The other C-chip file goes straight into the ROMs folder. It can be found in this pack here. Alright. Okay, moving on. Now we got Operation Wolf working. Pac-Man. There's Pac-Man working. Punisher. Punisher would have not worked without that new updated Q sound, because I know this is a Q sound dependent game. So if you did like we did and you you upgraded your Q sound first, you're not gonna have to worry about the Punisher crashing on launch.
Hello,
R-Type 2. Anytime we get to a Q sound game, we already upgraded our Q sound, so it's gonna work now, but it wouldn't have worked if we hadn't have done that first. All these R-types and Raiden works, Robocop. Keep forgetting to get that new Pablo CBA bezel for my Robocop. Rolling Thunder works. Samurai Showdown works. And all the Samurai Showdowns are gonna work. They're all the same kind of board. Simpsons. Need to get the Pablo bezel for Simpsons too. Sonic the Hedgehog Mega Play games. Yeah, that works. Sonic 2. Yeah, it works. I'll just make sure it's not going to be a black screen though. Yeah, it does work. Okay. Sega. Star Wars. Another one where it doesn't want to show my bezel. See? I have bezel art and it shows it on the old version, but it doesn't show it on MAME192. We've already done our Street Fighter alphas. They required the .key files and they required the updated Q sound. But it seemed like, I mean, you can get .key files out of that pack, that 177 to 178 pack from Emu Paradise manually, or you can just re-download them again from Emu Paradise, and it seems like they have the updated versions that include the .key files. Well, the Street Fighter, old classic Street Fighter 2 games are working fine. Yeah, it's gonna work fine. This video is taking too long, but we're almost through it. The modern Street Fighter 3 titles seem to be working okay. Come on. Yep, okay, it's working. Always take a little while to show that they're working, to load that little extra bit. But if you get this far and there's no doo-doo, little white screen with error, then you know it's gonna work. Yeah, these work. Alright, Super Mario Brothers Play Choice 10 works. Mario 2 works. Mario 3 works. Mario World just doesn't work. I don't know why I have it in the list. It's a game that's not emulated. Yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. We already tested the Super Street Fighter 2s. They were, again, .key file and QSound ones, so we know those all work. Karate Champs, we know they work, but we have an issue with it not wanting to show our bezel art for some reason. Ninja Turtles, loudest game on the planet, very loud, so I'm going to get out of there before it goes into its music. Ninja Turtles 2 works. Tekken 1 does not work. And I searched earlier today, I ran into this problem earlier, and I couldn't find a way to get Tekken 1 or 3 working. Just to give you the heads up, basically when you look for this let's say J or whatever. Yeah. T2. Yeah, I just can't find this crap. And we'll take a quick look, I guess, and see. Tekken AC might have the file we need from EdgeEmu. I'll save the link just in case. Try downloading that. Zip desktop. Alright. Minimize this. Minimize this. Close this. Open up this Tekken that we got from EdgeEmu. See if it's got the missing file. Yep, looks like it does. Okay, we might be all right here. All right, so basically we'll go into our ROMs folder, come down to Tekken, extract it so we can get inside of there. Come on up to the top. There's Tekken. All right, and these two things we'll copy and we'll paste them in here. Okay, now we'll try to launch again, see if it works now. Woohoo! All right. Good morning. Alright, Tekken 2. Let's see what it needs. Oh, Tekken 2 just works. I never made any artwork for Tekken 2 yet, though. I still got to get around to that one of these days. Tekken 3. This might not work. This requires TET. Let's get that thing up over here. TET to VERE. 2E and 2J. T2 VERE 2E 2J. Alright, so let's get this file. Oh crap, I forgot to add that thing to Notepad for the first Tekken. I don't even think I got Tekken in this old Notepad because I just had Tekken 3. Let's add a section for Tekken 1. Tekken 2 just worked. We'll just have to put the regular link. Tekken, and we will put, I don't know if I still saved it in the clipboard or not. Yeah, it's not saved in there anymore. Maybe the one from Mameui Paradise does just work though and has that file in it though. Let's take a look, because then we could just use a simple link. Mameui Paradise Tekken. Probably not, but we'll take a little quick peek in here in case they had updated their ROM. Save, copy that link address in case it is good. Alright, minimize all this stuff. Minimize this and this. And move this for a minute. That's the one we just got from Mameui Paradise. Extract. I'll take a look inside. Does it have those two files? Does it have TE2? No, it does not. So the one on Mameui Paradise is out of date. We want the one from EdgeEmu. So we will go back to doing like this. Actually, okay. Copy that tab. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, we can copy this tab. over to here. Oops. Paste and go. So these are the same, and then on this one we'll go back to the one that had this. Alright, this is the one we needed, TE2 version C2. Yep. Alright, so we'll copy this. Come to our notepad, Tekken. I mean, this is the file you need, really, but it's not the whole ROM. It just has the file you need in it. TE2 near is it, yeah, dot 2J and TE2 ver dot 2. I think that's an L. Could be an I. I think it's an L. I don't know. Are found in this ROM. And then the actual ROM. Should have saved the address while we were here earlier, but whatever. Paste. And go. Okay. Put little parentheses around this so people can see that it's some little notation of some sort. And Tekken 2. Oop. There we go. Alright, Tekken 2 is pretty straightforward. Alright, now Tekken 3 needed... Which one did Tekken 3 need? I'm getting myself confused here. That was the original Tekken. Alright, let's go ahead and open up Tekken 3. Alright, come on up to the top. Tekken 3 needs that was Tekken AC. Oh, we haven't done Tekken 3 yet, did we? Oh, let's try to launch it again. Tekken 3 needs that. Okay. It needs... I'm thinking it's not going to be in there. I think Tekken 3, because I did some research before I started doing all this, and Tekken 3 seems like one of those ROMs where they don't have the new version for that's going to work with like the latest build. Like it's still kind of up in the air. Somebody needs to like provide this. These are two missing files, and don't think they're out there. So we might have to skip Tekken 3. But let's take a look in this pack and see if it was addressed, because this is the pack for the version of MAME that broke the ROM. So we're going to look for Tekken 3 down here and hope it's got those files in it. And I don't see Tekken 3 in here. See? There's no Tekken 3. Okay, I was about to give up on the Tekken 3 files that I needed. It was like impossible to find them, but finally I found a link that works. I had to join some kind of Spanish emulation forum and make a name and a password in order to show a link to this media file. It's the only place I could find online. Hopefully this link doesn't die after a little while and it stays up for a bit. But anyways, this is the link, so I'm gonna go copy that link. And then in the notepad under Tekken 3, I'm going to put, let's see, a little asterisk here, and the file is, what was it, TE, oh gosh, I can't remember now. Tet2 vir 2 or 1, was it 1? I think it was 1.2e. Let me check again because it's in here. So, yeah, okay. Yep, it was 1. Okay, 1.2e and tet2 vir 1.2j can be obtained here. Paste. Add them to your ROM. Okay. There we go. Alright, so after you follow that MediaFire link or whatever, you do get this zip, and inside you get the 2 files in question that Tekken 3 needs. Let's paste those over here. Alright, now let's hope Tekken 3 actually works.
Good morning.
Hey. Alright, so we've got Tekken working, Tekken 2 working, Tekken 3 working. Let's take a look at Tekken Tag. I never made a bezel art for this game. Oh, I don't even have this ROM. So, maybe I should go get the ROM. That might help. Alright, you can see I got a lot of tabs open now. Let's just go here. Alright, let's see if this is good. Let's come down and come down a little bit more. Something tells me it'll be missing some kind of files, but let's find out. Let's just take this, drop this in a ROMs folder. Okay, let's launch it. And it's missing Teg2 Virch 1, 2. Let's open something here. Alright. Teg2 Virch 1.2e. Edge emulation. Let's see. Teg2 Virch 1.2. Yep. So Tag this version on Edge Emu. So let me go ahead and get this notepad open here, and we will make a little place for Tekken Tag. And we will put our Emu Paradise link, and then we will add in the link for the missing files. Teg2 Virch 1.2e and Teg2 Virch 1.2j can be obtained here. Add them to your ROM. And we'll get this link. Copy. Paste. There we go. Alright, so that's in there now. Download it. Minimize the notepad. Minimize this. And minimize this. Open up this. Okay. And then we need to go to our Tekken Tag ROM. Where is it? Tekken. Oh, it's at the bottom here. Okay. So, extract. Go up to the top. Open it up and copy these 2 files and put them in there. Man, upgrading from an old version of MAME to a new version of MAME can be a real pain in the ass. Alright, now let's see if it works.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yep, it works. Alright. I need to get a better screenshot of that thing one of these days. I need to make a little bezel for it or something. Maybe I should just, for the time being, just get a decent looking one. Options, system options, miscellaneous. 1440. Normally I want my snapshot to be 1920 by 1080, so I get the bezel art and the game and all of that. But if you don't have bezel art made for a game yet, you want it to say like 1440 by 1080, and then you can just use the F12 to get a quick snapshot. So let's go and do that really fast.
Good morning.
Just because this is driving me crazy. Assuming this is left and right punch, and maybe this is like tag, and then I'm not sure if it's backwards or not. We'll see. Doesn't matter.
Tag battle. Fight.
Alright, we have a screenshot now. Oh, I gotta delete the old snap for it to reflect. Okay, so go in here, snap, find Tekken tag, and then delete this one. Alright, now, oh, it's not named right or something. Come on now. Rename. There we go. Okay. There it is. Alright. And then I'm going to put this back. Miscellaneous. Back to 1920. Okay. Anyways, okay. Tekken tag works now. All the Tekkens work now. Whatever. I need to make some bezels for some of those games. Terminator 2 works. Got Tetris games that I haven't made bezels for yet, but I'm planning on it. It's coming soon, hopefully. Although I've been thinking that for a long time now, and I still haven't gotten around to it. I don't know. I'll probably whittle down and choose like one Tetris, and like instead of having all those different Tetrises, and just make bezel art for one Tetris. All these work. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, do you work? No, you do not. Let's go ahead and check and see if we can just grab an updated version of the ROM real quick. Wow, that's a lot of crap on my screen. Okay. Remove Paradise. Mameui64. Come in here, see if this ROM has what we need. Hopefully, we will get it working somehow. If it doesn't, copy the link just in case. Don't think we'll need to. Alright, and it's ready. Come over here. Skip. Minimize. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Just copy that right in the ROMs and overwrite. I'll just move it over there. Overwrite, replace. Try again. Yep, okay, cool. Toasty! Alright. Versus Super Mario Brothers. Works. Warrior Blade. Works. And WWF WrestleMania. Works. X-Men 4-player. Works. X-Men Giant Super Widescreen 6-player. Works. X-Men versus Street Fighter. Does not work. It needs a key. Alright, so let's just go here, and, well, I like to just do it this way because I don't have to guess which one's the parent. Alright, MAME Paradise, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Like, I can't remember how they did that, but anyways, there it is. Yeah, this one. Alright, come on down, grab link, grab the next link. Yep. Hopefully this has the .key. If not, we'll check that folder and manually add the key in ourselves. Okay, so just drop this in, overwrite. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, yep, they've updated the ROM with the key, so there we go. Children of the Atom, X-Men fighter, and it's good. Alright, so that's all of my ROMs. Finally done. So now the only problem, everything's working in 192. The only problem is that certain games do not display bezel art on the side for some reason, and I don't know why. So I need to maybe kind of look into that real fast. Oh, why do I have this? Look, element name view 1 and view 2. Ah, I found the mistake. Here we go. At the very top there was something crazy. Alright, file, save. I knew it would be an easy fix. Now I'm sure it'll work. Well, maybe not. Oh, I have this twice for some reason. You see that? There's another little mistake. I don't know how this file got so messed up. Hit save, see if that's all it takes. There you go. Alright, we got bezels now. Let's see if that one Karate Champ artwork folder is good for any version of Karate Champ. Yep. Alright, now we're pretty much good to go. Alright, well, we know it works. Anyways. Oh, by the way, when you're playing a game like that, with like some of these really low resolution games, sometimes it actually looks a little better to turn the scanline alpha down just a hair. Just a little HLSL tip. So we're good now. Everything works. The only problem now is that essentially what we were trying to accomplish is for people who have, let's just go here. Come on, load up. Hurry up. Alright, for people who have used this guide, this one right here, MAME for Dummies or whatever, MAME Guide for Dummies.
Call the video.
I know a lot of people have used it because it's got about 40,000 views, a lot of thumbs up. You get a lot of comments on it, 520 comments right now. And, well, if you had used this guide, if you're one of those people, when it's all said and done, you've got a big list of games that you can enjoy, right? But and they're all going to work. God, that's so loud. Anyways, and all these just work for you. But this is an old version of MAME. So what I wanted to do, since it's been like a year or something, is oh, it hadn't been that long actually. Look at that. Anyways, what I wanted to do now, because I do get questions all the time about new versions of MAME, and if I don't, ever come out with a new video about a new version, people are going to be like kind of bummed out. I figured, so okay, I'd go ahead and do it. But I knew it was going to be a nightmare because how many games didn't work and required some fiddling in order to get them to work again. So the thing is what I want to do is have a Google Drive link that is, let me click this one for example, just like this, like it was before in my For Dummies video, but instead of it being this version, it's going to be another one where it'll say Mameui64 version 192. Alright, and you'll just click it and you'll download it, and once you've downloaded it, it will have, let's make this big, it will just boot up like this. It's gonna look like this by default. Alright, it's gonna have all these games that we just got through testing, or whatever, and we know they can all work, and it's gonna have all the snapshots, and it's gonna have all my latest artwork, because I've been updating the crap out of artwork and making all kind of new things like since that last video. Like that last video didn't even have all these games in it, so there's so much more artwork and new games since the last time as well. But the thing is, of course, I'm not allowed to give you links to ROMs. I'm not allowed to upload the ROMs directly. So what I do is I give you the links to the ROM, and that's on the person hosting, instead of on me or whatever. So, I go to, when you download it, you're going to go to, the ROMs folder, and you'll have the README in there. Game links inside README, just like before in my other guide, you know. The only difference, and it opens up to this one. I don't think I need this anymore. Let's close that. The only difference is I have to update this README a lot. I'm gonna have to come. You've seen I've already had to come in here and kind of create some more tips, you know, and suggestions for moving into version 192. New things that you didn't used to have to worry about, like .key files, you know, links to a pack. And that's why I made this video in real time, so you can see how I did it. So you don't have to like just read this and go, well, I don't know what to do once I get to that step, really. Well, now you do, because you saw me do everything from start to finish. Now, you didn't see me go and get all the ROMs, like every ROM. Like I didn't get Cyber Sled, I didn't get Donkey Kong, because all that stuff is just basic, you know. I'll have all the links and they're just normal. You just download them and put them in. And if you already have these, like from my old pack, and you had already done that whole process before, all you gotta do is copy over all your ROMs to the new MAME 192. Then all you have to do is, for the ones that need a little help to work with the latest version, like those ones that needed .key files, you don't want to forget to update your Q sound to the newest Q sound. We put a link here. You know, you have to, you know, for like the Tekken games, you had to do a lot of work actually, but you know, you saw me do it in the video how I did it, and you've got links, so you're still going to be fine. You've got the video that's a walkthrough, and you'll have a README that has everything. And I'm going to have to update this README with the new games that I've gotten since last time. Like for instance, if you go up here near the top, like where B would be at, you don't see Bubble Bobble. That's a new one. You know what I mean? You don't see like, you know, Ghosts and Ghouls, and there's a lot of stuff that I've done since the last one. So I'm going to come in and I'll add in the titles for the ones that aren't here. And the links, but I don't need to do that on camera, so I can actually, because that'll just waste everyone's time. Basically, you know what I'm doing. I'm just adding in normal ROMs that aren't here that should be here, and the regular old links for them, so that this list, this giant list right here, when you go through it, every ROM you see an image of over there will have a link in the README. Alright, every single one. It'll just follow the instructions. And remember, there were some games that were a little bit tricky. Most of these you don't have to worry about. If you still had these from the last time, if you followed my old guide and you have all these ROMs still, you pretty much don't have to do much, except for the ones like, you know, these ones need the updated Q sound, easy, and they need the .key file, which is not necessarily so easy, but really you just follow the link again, the same old link, only now MU Paradise has an updated version that has the key file already in it for all those, I'm pretty sure. And if any of them aren't updated on MU Paradise with a key file, we do have that link right here to where you can manually grab the key files out. So I think everybody should be good. And then my HLSL settings I've already set up to work with 192, so it's included. So you will have, when you download my thing, you're gonna have this MAME any here. It's already configured. You don't have to do anything. It uses vanilla directories, so like it assumes to look for your ROMs right here, you know, not some other location. Everything, it's the default kind of, no special directories to have to worry about. And if you have a crappy computer or you don't have a good graphics card and you need to turn the HLSL effects off, you know, to keep your frame rate up, then it's right here in the direct 3D post processing options. You go to HLSL enable 1, change it to a 0, and hit save, and that turns off HLSL. Because some people, a lot of times people will just be like, oh, my game's running like crap, what's wrong? And you find out it's because their computer can't handle the HLSL effects. And then they go, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to turn it off. Just this number 1, change it to a 0, and hit save. And that's in this MAME any that you find in the any folder right here included. But anyways, I think that about covers this video. And then as far as when you saw my Karate Champ artwork needing a little bit of tweaking to show up, I already fixed it, and it's right here, fixed and ready to go. I fixed the lay file, so it will be on the Google Drive. This fixed version will go there, and it'll be in the links, so you won't have to worry about anything. But yeah, there we go. Finally, it took forever, but now we have 192, and everything works the way it should. No problems. Oh, the Tetrises, I don't know. Like, see, I haven't done anything with Tetris. I haven't gone and made artwork or really put a lot of thought. I'll probably just strip some of these Tetrises out, keep one, and eventually later on down the road I'll do the artwork and make a little video. And of course I'm going to go back and redo artwork for a lot of games. Like, I hate this artwork. There's a lot of games where I just don't have artwork or I need to make it, but I'll get around to it. But that doesn't mean they don't need to be in this list, because I know I'm going to get around to it eventually. So okay, so I've gone back and fixed the README, so it's a little nicer and neater, a little tighter, and it has everything in there. So let's find that little README. So I've kind of tightened it up just a little bit, and I've put every single game that I actually have and have made artwork for, and even some that I haven't, they're all in here now, up to like the most current collection I have at the moment, you know what I mean? Even like my most recent, like the Ninja Warriors bezel I did very recently, like it's all in there now. And so the README should be good. And while I was doing that, I also noticed that some games that are in my list like weren't in there by accident. Like my kids must have messed around and accidentally clicked on something, because my kids will come up and grab the mouse sometimes when I'm not looking. Like for instance, which ones were I missing? I don't know, I was missing a couple that you might not have saw in the list when I was during the video originally here, like Spider-Man for example, you know what I mean? But I've gone through and checked, you know, to make sure, you know, that they're there and that they work as well, and check the README to make sure that's up to date and everything. For some reason I didn't have Samurai Shodown 4 in there. I've taken a couple Rampage wasn't in there during the video. I realized that I had to put that back in, you know, a couple ones that just weren't in there for some reason. And I've taken a couple items out, like just to clean it up. Like remember I had all those Tetrises, I just decided to go with the one, and I'll make bezel art for it later. So this is the full list now from start to finish, and I'm going to just go through it slowly, and every game that you see here there will be links for, and anyone that's kind of complicated there'll be little instructions on how to get it working in version 192, and it'll all be in the download link. And you'll be able to have exactly what I have, version 192, and everything will just work with no problems if you follow along the README. And hopefully it won't be as time consuming as it was for me just now. I decided to do this kind of in real time, and it turned out to take a really long time, so I do apologize about the length of the video. But a lot of people that have trouble with stuff like this, the long videos, the real-time work being done in front of them is actually really informative and helpful, because it's not like rushing over things, you know, or going too fast. They can actually see, you know, in real time the process, you know, what really needs to be done. And so I know it's not for everybody. Some people are going to hate the long video like that, but just don't watch it if it's not your thing. But for the people who, you know, need all the extra information they can get their hands on, you know, if they had an afternoon, you know, it's about as long as watching a movie, I guess, or a long podcast or something, you know. But anyways, it is long, but that's why I've been putting it off. That's why I've been on the old version for so long, because I knew this was going to be a pain in the butt. But it's done now, finally. And look forward to more bezels in the future. I hope I don't have to switch to a new version of MAME for a good long while.